Excuse me? Excuse me?
Sorry?
Yeah, I can smell that. Do you mind eating that somewhere else? I'm fasting.
That's not my concern.
Yeah, but I'm fasting though.
So why are you out?
What do you mean why am I out?
If you're fasting, you should be indoors.
Yeah, but
I'm eating my lunch and you come and disturb me.
Yeah,
What for?
yeah, but I can smell it.
So what? It's food. Of course you're gonna smell it.
Yeah, but can you not just wait until you like get off the bus?
Don't tell me what to do. You're fasting, stay indoors and don't come and bother nobody on the bus.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm eating my lunch.
Yeah, but
what's your problem?
Because you're right next to me and I can
But
smell.
go downstairs.
Yeah, do you think you should have manners and not eat inside the
Go
bus?
downstairs and leave me alone. It's my lunch.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm fasting and I can smell it.
That's your business. Stay indoors.
What do you mean stay indoors? I need to
When
go out
I
and see
fast,
this stuff.
I don't go out. Stay
Okay.
indoors, read your Bible,
Okay.
and keep quiet.
Well, first of all, I don't read the Bible. Second, do you know how I feel? You know I haven't eaten since 5 a.m.
Go home, break your fast early.
No, don't you dare say something like
Break
that.
your fast early.
What do you mean break my fast early? You're still eating. The thing is, it smells.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but it's...
You want some? You want some?
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm happy to share.
After what I've just told
I'm
you.
happy to share somebody because you're clearly hungry.
Oh, there you go. Now, the clip that you just saw here was on an account that if I was to mention the name of this account, that some of my friends would cringe. But what the video was showing was a Muslim man harasses a woman on a bus and demands she stop eating her lunch because he's fasting and observing Ramadan. She handles it perfectly, and which I absolutely agree with the one who had posted the video to their account on Twitter, which I'm not going to mention what the Twitter account is because I don't want to get flack. I just happened to come across this post while I was just perusing Twitter, because someone that I do follow named Philosophy Cat said something in a quote retweet of this video. The point of fasting from a spiritual perspective is to overcome your cravings. If you are hiding from temptations or demanding other people inconvenience themselves to make you fast easier, or even to curb lustful thoughts and desires, you are missing most of the spiritual benefit. It's not even that hard to fast from sunrise to sunset. The sun sets at 6:30 p.m. in London today. That's dinner time. Any healthy adult should be able to fast until dinner time without turning into a salivating Labrador. I wholeheartedly agree with her. And the way the man was acting, it's kind of the way it's kind of a thing that I see common among Abrahamics. The most Abrahamic thing is to impose rules and restrictions upon others simply because you have the fear of or inability to control yourself. They make women cover the entire, in all caps, body up to the face, not being seen for that reason. And and one of the things that I have always said, the best way to deal with lust is to close your eyes and breathe in. While breathing in through your nose, while focusing the mind intently on restraining the five senses, and then breathe out of your mouth. Something that most people don't really know how to deal with, don't really know how to learn. That's a good way to learn self-control. Remember that the five senses are like five horses. And I like this analogy in the Upanishads. And I like the picture that I'm going to show you from this translation of the Bhagavad Gita by this man named Bhaktivedanta A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. I'm going to show you an image from this book, from this translation of the Gita, that is, should be able to find it. There's many interesting images in this translation, like that image, showing the cycle of violence. I appreciate this. I actually appreciate this what Prabhupada did with this by including all that stuff, because this is actually very insightful. But that's not what I want to show you guys. This is what I want to show you. Notice the image of the five horses. Notice that image of the five horses. This is that we're going to read it from the passage from the Upanishads, which talks about the five senses. And I wanted to talk about this because that video of the Muslim dude harassing that lady, for whatever reason, made me think of this. And most Abrahamics don't want to touch this stuff because they only read one and only one book, and that is the good old Bible. They don't even want to touch any of the other books like St. Augustine and St. Thomas Aquinas. Most Protestants don't give a flying care in the world about their own traditions and to learn the actual history. It's like the meme about the King James Bible being good enough. Most people are content with their English Bible, but don't really care about looking into the actual history. So I wanted to look up this, and I'm going to read something from this. So let's see. Found it. Know the self as Lord of the chariot, the body as the chariot itself, the discriminating intellect as the charioteer. kind of interesting how Krishna, in the context of the Bhagavad Gita, is the charioteer, as if he is the discriminating intellect. Back to reading this. And the mind as the reins. The five senses, say the wise, are like 5 horses. Selfish desires are the roads they travel. When the self, which with the capital S is referring to Atman, is confused with the body, mind, and the senses, they point out, he seems to enjoy pleasure and suffering sorrow. It's very interesting. So what is being talked about is how the individual needs to draw within themselves, draw inward. And as one draws inward, one pulls back the 5 senses. When they have like lustful cravings and desires, or just these illicit thoughts, or these, and you don't even have these things. They try to have you, and their whole goal is to have you. But what you need to do is you need to draw into yourself like a turtle draws within itself, into its shell. And as you draw inward, you learn to you learn to master the mind, and you learn to control the senses. That's the whole, or rather, to sort of restrain your reaction, to restrain reactions to the 5 senses. And this is a part of learning how to react properly and not become reactionary. Because the thing you don't want to do is become reactionary. Because that's the mindset of an easily controlled person who hasn't learn to restrain themselves, and learn to deal with the five senses. It's an individual who lacks self-control. Be a man of action, not a man of reaction. Because a man of action is not easily led into delusion and ignorance. A man who's constantly reacting doesn't know who doesn't know how to handle himself, can't stand the criticisms of other people, is not simply fit to lead. Such a man is meant to be mastered over, not to be mastered over.